covering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Welcome inside sunny Comerica Park. It's cool. It's May. It's championship time in the PSL. Glad to have you with us on the prep. It's Detroit Western against Detroit Cass Tech. Detroit Western going for their 16th straight PSL title under head coach Juan Carlos Sanchez. Meanwhile, Cass Tech comes in trying to knock them off. They're 14-8 on the year, 9-2 in the PSL. And we welcome you inside the booth in Comerica Park. Chad Bush alongside Jay Alexander. And Jay, let's start first with Cass Tech. They've got a fellow that's a two-way guy that's led them and by the name of Kyle Terry. He'll pitch on the mound. He'll have a big responsibility in stopping that 15-game championship streak for the Cowboys.
Man, I tell you what, it's going to be a tall task. It is, I tell you. But he is up for the challenge. He's a strong individual mentally. He can throw 2-3 pitches for strikes on a consistent basis. He's a kid that's been around the game a long time, and I look for something special from him today, Chad. I really do.
We may see him at shortstop as well.
Absolutely.
With that bat. On the other side, we've got a couple of guys in the middle of that lineup for Detroit Western. They just keep pumping out guys, and a couple guys that are going to go to the next level in Crosby and Contreras, the two seats.
Yes, absolutely. And at the heart, in the middle of that lineup, and that's dangerous. Contreras is a switch-hitting kid that can flat out defend and swing it, but Crosby is a big guy in the middle that can hit the ball out of the park. If you talk about anybody who can go deep in Comerica Park, Crosby is that guy. But don't sleep on Mr. Diaz, because not only is he a magician with the glove, but he has some major pop too. So I don't envy Terry, but I know that he's up for the challenge. But I'm going to tell you right now, pick your poison, baby, because here it comes.
It's a deep lineup, and we'll get a chance to meet all the starters in the lineup when we come back to Comerica Park. We're getting set for the PSL Blue Championship. Glad you're with us on the prep. Starting lineups are next. Don't go anywhere.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love. and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, give me up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we're your financial guardian angel. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. A new home, a Catholic education, that business you are working to build. We're here to support the goals of your family, your retirement, and the community that surrounds you. We're here to offer your trusted financial services inspired by Catholic values. And like your guardian angel, we'll always be by your side. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Time to meet the batting lineup for the Cass Tech Technicians under their 8th-year head coach Melvin Jackson. Kari Kumasi leads things off, the junior at second base. Kyle Terry will pitch. He'll bat second, the senior and the leader and the top player on this roster. Jordan Spencer, something to say about that. The shortstop, a good one, too. He'll bat third. Chris Hooper, guy we saw last year, productive, had a double. He's in right field. He's the cleanup hitter. He's a junior. It's Juan Torres, the 5 hitter at first base. Jelani Jabri is the junior center fielder. Emmett Mitchell batting 7th. He's at third base. He's just a sophomore. Zion Finley is in the 8-hole. He's a catcher. He's in the 10th grade, too. And Devon Madison is the left fielder batting 9th, the senior. For Cass Tech, 14-8 on the year, 9-2 in league play. And they will face the pitching of a darn good one. And Damian Ybarra. Ybarra, a righty. And he's a guy that's been here before. He knows what to do with it. What can we expect to see out of Damian?
A lot of fun, right? This guy goes at hitters. He's hard-nosed. He's tough. He's got a firm fastball in the 80s, and he's going to spin it very well. He's going to demand the plate. He's a strike thrower. He likes to throw in a little bit more than most, but very, very confident. And with this defense behind him, who wouldn't be confident? Let me just tell you that.
It's a strong defense, especially as Jay mentioned up the middle with Garcia and Diaz. We'll meet the whole defense coming up shortly. But we got a great night for baseball. Yeah, it's a little cool, about 58 degrees or so, but it's clear and the sun's still shining, the lights are on, and it's a beautiful night in downtown Detroit in the middle of May.
Yes, it is, Chad. And I got to tell you, too, our G of the game, last game, Adolphus Woods, he was up to 88, man.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was pumping it up there pretty good. So you're going to see some 80s here today, too, bro. Let me just tell you.
They may be fighting for him on the diamond at Madonna.
Yes, they will be.
Football, they're going to fight for him on the mound, and he can do some things. So can this guy, as you're watching, taking his warm-up tosses. Damian Ybarra.
Yeah, he's got a quick arm, man. He's really fun to watch, very animated. Not as animated, but a little animated on the mound. But he's going to go right at guys. But I'm going to tell you what, you can just throw anything into this diamond with these guys in the defensive end, man. They can flat out defend.
It's a plus defense. The numbers on Ybarra this year, it's a 4-1 record, a 1.57 ERA for the junior. He's pitched 35 2/3 innings. He's struck out 53 and walked just 15. He's given up 8 earned runs on the year. It's Damian Ybarra, a guy who will play at the next level. And he's taken his long warm-up tosses, and Jay told you it's an upper 80s fastball. Cass Tech, meanwhile, last played against Farmington a couple of days ago and lost 7-6. They're coming off back-to-back losses to Farmington after they had wins over Taylor and a close loss to Allen Park. So a tough stretch for Cass Tech in their schedule. But they've gone out and played some tough teams, Jay. White Lake Lakeland, Allen Park, Taylor.
Yes.
And, Farmington, tip of the cap to play the competitive games to get yourself ready for what ultimately matters, the MHSA state tournament.
Absolutely. And both of these teams are definitely going to be ready to go when that bell rings.
Kari Kamasi to lead things off. And he takes a pitch upstairs for ball 1 from Damian Ybarra, the junior right-hander. And the ace of this staff, and that's why. Fastball firm on the inside corner at 87.
Yeah, he's going to have to settle down real quick because he don't want to leave nothing up against this good hitting team as well. So he's going to have to settle in, get the jitters out, and stay down in the zone right there. And then he'll have a great chance to continue his success that he's been having.
On cue, he gets it right down the bottom part of the zone. Ahead 1-2 is Ybarra.
You see that?
Ugh.
That's nasty.
That was nasty. So nasty that his catcher, Lopez, just looked at it and said, that's for the backstop. The 2-2 to the leadoff man, Kari Kumasi. Strike 3, outside corner. And that was a hot one from Ybarra, 1 up and 1 down.
Yeah, they better take notes on that pitch right there. Let me tell you right now, that was outside, little bit off the plate, little arm side back, man. That was good pitch right there. And if he's gonna give it to you, he better stay out there because they won't touch him.
Yep. Little two-seam touch of it. Here's Kyle Terry, the senior, one of their featured players. Is a firm one hopper to first, mishandled, throw to first, and it's off the glove of Ybarra. It was a hot shot that Daniel Crosby just couldn't handle. He retracted, recovered, threw to first, but it was too tall for Ybarra, and it looks like an error on the one-hop liner that went awry.
Yeah, he just played that wrong right there and just never could get a hold of it.
Jay, if that toss is at normal depth and not too tall, he still gets him.
Absolutely, he does.
It was a double error, perhaps, on the play.
Yes, it was.
So, with 1 out and Terry on, he runs well. It'll bring up Jordan Spencer, the shortstop. Spencer is expected to relieve Kyle Terry on the mound today.
Yeah, and you know, he's a good hitter as well, which is why he moved up in the third hole, because he's been down to 2 and moved around a little bit, but he's been having a hot bat as of late.
.591 slugging percentage. Throwback to first was close. Back to the first baseman, Daniel Crosby. Looks to settle things down there at first for the 15-time straight PSL champion, Detroit Western Cowboys. Not running, pitches too tall for the 3-hitter Spencer.
Yeah, you better believe they want to slay the giant here. And if you listen to the coaching staff, they're due. They're going to do everything in their power to try to make sure they can get this game.
Couple home runs, a few doubles for Spencer on the year. Outside corner, strike called.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to get, but if you're going to get it, you better keep throwing it there.
Till he says no.
Yeah, because Jordan Spencer's slugging .591. You know, you throw something around that plate, it could be trouble.
Logan Vamos, the home plate umpire. It's Nicholas Wallace down at first. Blake Barnes is at second. I believe he's the assigner as well. He said to say hello.
Yes, yes.
And Zach Ferguson is at third. Outside corner, strike called, well placed. And I mean, if he's going to place the baseball on this corner like this,
yeah,
you got it. It's going to be a long night for
It's going to be a
Cass-Tech.
long night, tough night for those guys.
Wow. Ybarra just painting the corner.
He is painting it too, buddy, let me tell you.
Not a lot of wind to speak of. A limp flag in center field. Ball not really carrying much, though, in this stiff, cold wind. Stiff, cold air without much wind.
Yeah, so you're going to have to hit it good to get it out of here.
3:42 to left, 4:12 to center, 3:30 down the right field lines here at historic Comerica Park. Runner goes. Swung on, flown to right, foul territory, and out of play. Down amongst the bullpen. It was good hustle, though, by the right fielder, Emilio Zuniga.
Yes, it was. He was going after that ball real fast.
Full count. We'll do it again. Terry was off and running. Do you do it again, Jay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Full count, 1 out. The second baseman cheating towards the center field side of second base.
Yeah, you got a smart, fast runner on with 3 and 2. I like my chances. See if you can put the defense out of position Absolutely.
Terry not running. Pitch outside corner. Strike 3 called. Struck out Spencer, who tried to sell the home plate umpire, Logan Vamos, who said nada.
Nada. And that's what, see, hitters, young hitters, you have to know that he's calling outside, right? Anything outside with 2 strikes, you have to protect that plate. Foul it off so you can live to tell another day. But taking it is not an option.
So that'll bring up Chris Hooper, the right fielder. Cleanup hitter. Ball will get beyond the catcher, Lopez. And Terry will scamper down to second in scoring position with 2 outs.
Yeah, that's not ever good. And that's a lot with, you know, how you block the ball and this and that. But he was trying to pick instead of block it. When you got a guy on first base with 2 outs, you don't need to get him to second base with your middle of the lineup up. You got to do what you can to block that baseball.
Deals a pitch just outside the zone. Detroit Western will host District 21 in Division 1. They'll have Fordson, this Cass Tech team they're facing tonight, Martin Luther King, University Prep, and of course the host team Detroit Western. That will be the district with these 2 teams involved. So this is a preview of what's to come.
Yes, it is.
Bluffed by the runner, Terry. Popped up in foul territory. This will get amongst the customers.
He got in there pretty good, too.
Who's going to get to that ball first? Mr. Weaver might grab it.
Yeah.
They're real busy right now.
Oh.
That got him.
Told you he likes to pitch inside, and as a tail of pitch inside, you know, sometimes you hit guys.
Sometimes it happens. It happened there. And so a settle down moment coming now for Ybarra as his middle infield will chat him up a little bit. Diaz and Garcia come in to talk along with Contreras. These 2 teams met on the 29th of April, and it was a Detroit Western 5-2 win. Watch out. And a slip and a slide, and Terry's headed home and going to score the game's first run. Terry taking advantage of Western's turnovers and the wildness. Timeout called, but chaos, and the technicians have manufactured and assembled a run here in the first without the benefit of a hit.
All started with that pass ball, Chad, with 2 outs. I mean, that pass ball by that catcher didn't block the ball.
Yep.
And it's the little things that make the biggest difference. I talk to kids about that all the time. Every single thing you do in the game is going to affect the next thing.
Right.
And so if you don't do the little things well, guess what? Things like this is going to happen. No hit.
Kyle Terry scores on a 2-base advancement, and the catcher, it looked, did slip on the covering.
Absolutely.
It looked like this covering did come into play.
No, for sure.
Not to make an excuse, there were 3 other errors on the play,
Absolutely.
or 2, but I mean. So this is Juan Torres, the first baseman. And Torres looks at 1-2 tall. Torres played last year as well.
Yeah, Torres is a guy that if he gets a hold of it, he can drive the ball in a gap.
And you see the swing there, fouls it off. .596 slugging percentage. 4th on the team in hits.
It's a big moment for Cass here.
Strike called right down the heart of Woodward.
That's exactly what you cannot do. Take a pitch right there. I mean, really, you got to be geared in and locked in to be able to hit a pitch, because he's a strike thrower. He's around the plate. You got to be prepared and ready.
Hooper at 3rd, and that one's fouled back. And a good battle right now between Juan Torres, the junior first baseman, and Damian Ybarra, the junior pitcher. With a run in, 1-0 Cass Tech. Upset alert already. And Torres fouls it back, and that'll land down. And
thought it was our first ball, partner.
I know. I thought we had it. Our window's shut. Full disclosure, it's so chilly up here. Oh, man. So let's do it again. The 2-2 pitch to Torres, not yet. Juan says, wait a minute. I got to fix my hair. Hey, there we are.
There we go.
The set by Ybarra. Ground ball back up the middle. That's a base hit. And Torres drives in a run. Chris Hooper in to score. And it's 2-0 Technicians in the top of the 1st.
And all set up by that, that hit, that error, right? And then that hit by pitch, those run scores. You can't defend hit by pitches, walks, and errors. That's just the bottom line. That's a recipe for disaster.
That's right. So Hooper in, Terry's already in, and that'll bring up Jelani Jabri, and he looks at a fastball outside the zone.
Ybarra's just got to settle down, right? This is a big moment. It really is. Ybarra's been here, but you got stuff to prove, and just the first inning is always right. You got to be able to defend the first inning. I always say, you always got to defend the first inning. I mean, you got to really know that ball's going to come to you. But you got to really fill out the zone. There's all the little things, but you got to win the first inning. After that, you can take a deep breath. It's easier. You can relax.
It's an important one. Foul tip just out of the glove of the catcher Lopez. It's been a long first inning.
Winner.
Pitches upstairs. Western and Cass Tech are on a collision course to meet in that district on the 31st of May at Clark Park. Ground ball foul just wide of Coach Jackson Jr. Melvin Jackson and Malik Jackson, rather. Not Melvin Jr., my bad. There goes the runner, fouled at the plate.
Great
Jelani
job.
Jabri stayed alive.
Great job by Jelani. Did you see that? The ball was by him. He just put his bat on. He was beat. He wasn't expecting the fastball. That was awesome. Good job by that young man.
Quick hands. Stay alive. Torres at first. A long first inning for Damian Ybarra. And Jabri trying to make it longer. Outside, he missed. And the Technicians keep turning the tables on Western.
Wow, where was that pitch at? He's been calling that consistent. He's giving him more than that outside. I'm surprised here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good call.
It was.
Yeah, great call.
Howard Morris would agree with that one.
Yes, he would.
So here comes Emmett Mitchell after the Jabri walk.
See, I need replay in my dugout when I'm coaching. I wouldn't be so hard on umpires.
Oh, love it. Fouled back. Popped up, foul territory, and in foul territory, Crosby gets a bit of redemption. But it's Cass Tech making a statement in downtown Detroit, saying this is our city, this is our town. The Green Guys come out with a couple in the first.
Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
So Detroit Western, who's played a lot of great competition this year, they've been down before. They've lost some games. We'll see how they respond. This is the lineup that Juan Carlos Sanchez will send out. He's been the head coach since 2011. And this is Norberic Garcia at second base. Justin Diaz at short. Daniel Crosby bats third. He's at first base. Julian Contreras will bat fourth. He is at third. Emilio Zuniga is in right field. Damian Ybarra is pitching, batting sixth. Batting seventh, it's Johan Villarreal, the DH. Alessandro Lopez bats eighth. He's the catcher. And Johnny Salazar bats ninth. He's in left field. 27-2 for Detroit Western, 10-0 in the PSL. Ranked number 10 in the Division I coaches poll, number 15 in the top 25. And this is a very good program, but they'll be facing a good arm in Kyle Terry, the right-handed pitcher, and the guy who scored a run in the first. And look, it's an important assignment for him in this first inning to come out and see how he battles against this very potent, very talented Detroit Western lineup.
Yeah, here's an opportunity for him to seize the moment and to really go after these hitters and demand a strike zone. I would definitely look to extend the plate a little bit to see what the umpires are going to give me and try to take advantage of it, because I'm going to tell you what, anything over the heart of this plate for these guys, they're going to be swinging.
All right. There you heard it. We've got baseball from Comerica, bottom of the first, a 2-0 Cass Tech lead. And it's a fastball that's high off the hot right arm of Kyle Terry, the senior. Terry says, can I get that outside pitch too?
At least he's trying. He's going right at it too. That was way outside. So, but he knows these hitters as well. And you also don't give him too much respect, as you know, because then that's when you leave yourself up for some mistakes to happen. So he's a good pitcher. He just needs to settle down and try to continue to go after these guys.
Popped him up. Left field, Madison will catch it. He's got those shades on. He's not phased. So 1 up and 1 down, and that'll bring up Diaz, the shortstop.
Just not a good at bat from my main man Norbert Garcia right there. 2-0 fastball, and you pop it up. You get late. You see it right here. It's just, man, that's a pitch that he wants back, guarantee you, because normally Norbert could hit that ball in the gap on the left side.
So here's Diaz against Terry. It's a fastball that he gets on the outside corner.
Yeah,
Justin Diaz.
Terry missed his spot too there. He got lucky. He's trying to go inside.
Diaz is committed to Elma College.
Yeah, he wanted to stay home. He had some good some other opportunities away from the state, but he wanted to stay home so his parents can see him play. Outstanding player, outstanding young man, good grades, high character, family's off the charts.
It's great. It's a good school too, Elma, the Scots.
Yes, it is.
Good chase by Torres, but he ran out of room. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, I look to see that Diaz have a lot more success in college, where he can get out and be a little bit more independent. He's that kind of player that you just need to say, Coach, just let me play.
Some good extra base pop, 6 doubles, 3 home runs for the senior Diaz. Batting .325 on the year. And second on the team in runs scored.
Yeah, he's going to bat. He's pretty much going to bat .325 at every level. I tell you. Did you say maybe that's a little low for high school, but he's going to hit a solid .325. I'm confident in college too.
Western's played some teams, some competition this year as well. You look at who they played in Divine Child, Brother Rice, Heartland, Notre Dame Prep, Brighton, Grosse Pointe South, Matawan.
Yeah, man.
Franklin, Dakota, Liggett. They're going to play West Bloomfield coming up. I mean, he's gone out and played some teams.
Yes, he has.
Can't say that.
Yeah, for sure.
And beaten some of them, by the way.
Yeah. Started with Brother Rice and ended with Dakota. Two really good teams.
I missed Orchard Lake St. Mary's on that list.
Oh, that's right.
How did I miss that? They did lose to the Eaglets, but it was a 6-5 game. And they actually had a lead in that game for most of it.
Wow. Wow. And just that bat right there by Diaz, man, you know, the maturity has set in for that young man, and that's all he needs is a little bit more maturity at the plate. Just didn't get phased. Spit on the curveball that was in the dirt, you know, before he swung at pitches like that. So just exciting to watch him mature.
Exciting to watch this guy, too, mash the baseball. Daniel Crosby, who looks at a slow, low strike.
Yeah, he's looking just to swing. So set up, very quiet, and then unleash the hounds.
It's a big boy at 6'5", 215. Daniel Crosby. He is uncommitted, but has offers. He's free and available.
Yes, he is.
Single and ready to mingle. Throw back to
he's
first.
also a 90s thrower, too.
Is that right?
On the mound, yeah. Yeah, wow. Big stiff boy. Once he gets himself in a college situation, I mean, I think everything is going to really come together for this young man.
Popped him up. This is foul territory. No, it's fair territory near the line, running, and Hooper makes the catch. Boy, I misread that off the bat. Hooper did not.
Yeah. Yeah, and I tell you, Daniel's going to want that one back, too. Tried to wait a little bit too long there and let that curveball get in on his hands right there.
So how about it for Kyle Terry? We said he had to come out and pitch the first strong.
Yeah,
and he has.
Absolutely.
And his defense hasn't let him down either.
Trust me, Cass Tech don't need no confidence. Now they got some. Look out.
Yep.
Some added confidence. They already come in confident team and very, very well coached, and you know, they exude confidence throughout their entire program. I mean, they walk on the field, the court, the classroom, and they have confidence.
Yep. This is Contreras, the batter. He'll line one back, and Deion Cowens will take that one home.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, too, Chad, if they're having some trouble picking up the pitches here because they've all had a similar swing on a curveball.
It's kind of that time of the night where it gets a bit fuzzy back there.
Yeah, because it's like they're really late on it, and they're just getting some funky swings.
Yeah.
I know it's a good curveball, but still.
Diaz at first, 2 outs, 0-1 count to Contreras from Terry. Inside corner, and he didn't ring him. It was 0-1. He wouldn't have rung him out, but that was a good looking pitch.
Woo, yes, it was.
Not a look.
Here it is again.
That's the right call.
Yeah.
Good looking two-seamer, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A little arm side. I like it.
Yeah.
Told you Terry's going to bring it, baby. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
No stranger to big games, Terry.
Yep. Will Diaz be off here? Didn't need to. He walked him. So 2 on, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Emilio Zuniga.
See, and that's the problem with the Western lineup. You respect them so much, you're pitching around them. And if you don't get those pitches for strikes and you miss by a little, that's going to add up. And then now there's more pitches that he's throwing, which is not good for Cass. But it's good for Western to have him throw multiple pitches.
18 pitches thrown in this first inning by Terry. Diaz at second, Contreras at first. And this is the 5-hitter, Emilio Zuniga, the right fielder. Zuniga batting .315 on the year with 11 runs driven in, 8 doubles. Double here would tie the game.
Yes, it would.
Fouled off to the right. Fan from Tech Town will take that one home.
Look at you, old Tech Town, bringing Tech Town back.
Well, yeah, the technician side, you got to have Tech Town.
That's right.
Bender in the dirt. Look at Terry already with the dirty chest from sliding, and
yeah,
he's already been through it.
Love it. Told you that's my favorite kind of player.
Galvanized into this game.
Dirt bags, I love them.
Yep, sign them up.
Not enough of them.
Should have coached out at Long Beach State. Ground ball to third, picked up by Mitchell. He'll get the force at second after the fine catch by Kumasi. It wasn't easy.
No, it was not.
But the technicians get out of it with some flashing leather defense, Jay.
Because if you look at here, he could have easily tagged a runner and there was no throw needed. What was he
Right.
doing? And he almost double clubbed and got in the way.
Wanted to make it a little extra
Good play by
saucy.
that second baseman, dude.
Great play. Back after this.
First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Well, Detroit Western, they have had a run. They've owned this title in the Blue Division, 15 straight years of it, trying to defend it. And their defense looks like this. Contreras at third, Diaz at short, Garcia at second, Crosby at first. It's Lopez behind home plate, Salazar in left, Marquez in center, Zuniga in right, And it's Ybarra on the mound, Damian Ybarra. And he's got to do a little making up and holding at bay because it's a 2-0 Cass Tech lead as we start the top of the second. Chad Bush and Jay Alexander, glad you're with us from Comerica Park. We are the Prep. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. So the second inning of work for Western, and their hurler, Damian Ybarra, starts with the ball.
Yeah, at least he's down in the zone a little bit. Oh, and there he goes, talking him up. But he's looking like that he's not finishing his pitches as well. And what happens is when you don't finish your pitches, you're going to leave them up a lot. See how he's stopping his motion instead of following through?
He's facing Finley, Zion Finley, the leadoff man. It'll be 8-9-1 for Cass Tech. And it's a leadoff walk on 4 straight pitches to the number 8 hitter, Finley.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do not want to do here in this situation, especially down 2. You want to bottom of the lineup, as we talked about before.
So here comes number 1, Devon Madison. He was number 13 up until before the game, and they had a uniform and jersey change. So he's number 1, in case you're scoring at home, like Howard Morris is. Don't want to trip Howard up. You can't get many numbers past Howard Morris.
No, you sure can't.
But that one you might, just because he's not here.
That's
may
right.
not know. It's not his fault.
No, not at all.
About the only time you get a number past him.
Mm-hmm.
Throw back to first, and the speedy Finley's back in time.
And what a great supporter of the program, and actually
Absolutely.
the PSL, man. He's one of the phenomenals, one of the best. Just a classy individual, and just for schools to have alumnus like that to help and support the program is invaluable. I mean, you can't even add a number. Whether he's given $1, whether he's given $20,000, it just doesn't matter.
Yep.
Just the support and love that he gives and the passion for it, and that's great.
Yeah, always love seeing Howard and talking shop with him. The championships, regular season games. There goes the runner to second, and he is safe. And that's a stolen base. Credit it to Finley. He's in scoring position now with Madison at the dish.
Yeah, I told you right now, this Cass Tech team is hungry, and they're doing the little things, putting guys in motion, really trying to figure it out. It's fun to watch.
Indeed. Logan Vamos says ball outside and low.
And that's the difference between a college umpire and a high school umpire. And this umpiring crew is really good, but if you flinch in high school, a lot of times the hitter act like he's going to swing. Sometimes the umpire flinch and don't call it a strike.
Yeah.
College guy, that's a strike.
That's right. Right now, count even at 2-2 with Finley at second. Nobody out. And the leadoff man, Kumasi, in the on-deck circle. Damian Ybarra to the set. Fly ball left center field, and that one is going to drop in off the glove of Salazar in left. Holding at second base is Finley. Had to wait to see if it would be caught. Great effort by Salazar, but couldn't come up with it. They'll call it a single for the 9-hitter Devon Madison.
Yeah. Wow, don't look now, Chad, but Cass is feeling really good. A great effort right there by that young man. But Cass is feeling good. They got runners in scoring position. The leadoff guy up. I love it.
Second hit of the game for Cass Tech, and Kari Kumasi, the batter, he struck out his first time up. Strike called. The set by Ybarra, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Out on strikes. Big strikeout.
Yeah. See, I didn't like that from the get-go. Kari, excuse me, didn't look like he was really could see the ball very well in the first at-bat. So I'm bunting him here. My leadoff guy, and I got one of my best hitters up early in the game. Let's put that 3-4 spot on these boys. Because Western can swing it, man. You know, we're gonna look back on this inning.
Yeah.
Possibly at the end of the game. That's a key moment to move the runners there. You got to do what you have to do to move those runners.
Pitch just misses upstairs to Kyle Terry, who reached on an error and scored a run. As you get a look at third base coach, and that's the assistant Malik Jackson, the son of Melvin Jackson. The two-hitter Kyle Terry and the pitcher trying to drive in a runner.
Good pitch right there.
Got him on strikes, back-to-back
Great
case.
pitch. And see,
Sure
this is the Ybarra that I'm used to seeing, right there. Toughness coming in on you, sinker. Look at that thing, dude. That changeup just dropped out of the ocean.
That's filthy. That's
Yes,
his
sir.
fourth of the day. Big strikeout, back-to-back Ks. And that'll leave things up to Jordan Spencer, who struck out his first time up.
Yeah, they need some action right here. This is going to be a big confidence booster for Western if they get out of this with no runs, man.
Yeah, you talk about momentum on team. You can get that momentum without scoring.
Yes, you can.
Popped them up. They're in line to get out of it. Salazar circling the baseball.
So disappointed in the bunt there.
That ends the inning. Runners stranded. No bunt, no score, no advancement. Western gets out of it. Can they use this momentum to make a move? Right now they're down by 2.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Yeah, what a year it's been for Detroit Western. Top 10 in the state, 27-2. 17 city championships in the last 20 years, including that 15 in a row, 13 district titles, a regional championship. And Todd Cruz, class of 73, was part of the 83 Orioles World Series team. And who could forget him? He was a part of that big piece of Joe Altabelli's club that would go on and do big things.
Yes, yes.
But Detroit Western, under Juan Carlos Sanchez, who's been such a great leader for this program, and he's got his club down 2 right now. Fly ball right field near the line. And the catch is made in foul territory by Chris Hooper, who's been a real steady right field force.
Yeah, you know, they're just not getting good swings in anybody. I'm wondering if they're struggling to see the ball a little bit. Well, he just let that get too deep right there. Which we teach kids to let it get deep, but that was way deep.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for the chat, on the chat. And Ashley Looney, who's rooting for Cass Tech, watching from New York. All right.
Nice.
Tennis Girl says, woohoo. Where are you from, Tennis Girl? She didn't put where she was from. Okay. Dre's watching. Let's go. He didn't say where he's from either. That's okay. CT Baseball Live. CT Strong. What's up, CT Strong? Robert Hunter. Never heard of him. Says, put me in, coach. Still got some eligibility left. Not sure who that guy is, but he seems to be great. And he says he misses Mr. Weaver as the voice of Detroit PSL Sports.
Yeah.
Now, I know there was just some confusion, and Weave was supposed to be here.
Yes,
and,
yes.
He'll be back,
He'll
right?
Be back.
I mean,
yeah,
this is not a...
He'll be at softball on the 24th.
He wasn't punished or he wasn't
No,
demoted.
not at all.
He's still the man.
He's still the man.
They just have certain rules here at Comerica.
That's right.
New
Absolutely.
rules. And
yep.
we had no
we got to respect
choice.
it. That's right.
Want to say hello to Simple Jack. He says, let's go Western, getting that shutout. That must have been earlier. Gene Rubio, Cass Tech alum, class of 2020. What's up, Juan? Juan Rubio. Number 4 is Ashley Looney's nephew. Okay. Okay. How about it? Ground ball, third base side, picked up by Spencer, and he can't make the play. That's Emmett Mitchell, rather. And that's Ashley Looney's nephew.
Wow.
On cue.
Wow.
He made a fine play, just couldn't make the throw.
Yes, he did. Good effort by that young man. That's one of those tough plays where he just couldn't get up fast enough, and then when he did, the ball came out of his glove. He was ready. He was right there. That's just an effort play, and there's nothing you can do.
Yep. Wolverine Nation in the house. K2K XLD CT alum 2022. Ashley says it's okay, nephew. We'll pass it along, Ashley. And Auntie Desiree Wolf watching as well. A lot of support for number 4. Throwback down to first, and it's up the right field line. The hose of the catcher got a little wild and loose. And watch out.
He airmailed that too.
And this thing went down the line, and the runner advances all the way.
He had a chance at him too.
Huh. So, Western trying to make a move. Alessandro Lopez, the catcher, is up. Villarreal advances to second. There's one out, and Torres now will come in at first, expecting the bunt. Time is called.
Well, unfortunately, right now is he's put himself out of position, Torres. So if he's not bunting,
he's going to get hit by the pitch.
Yes, sir.
He's going to wear it. Alessandro Lopez goes down to first. And that's the tying run with one out. And that'll give us the 9-hitter, Johnny Salazar, the left fielder. Here's the defense for the Technicians. It's Mitchell at third. It's Spencer at short. It's Kamasi at second. Torres at first. Finley behind home plate. Madison in left. Jabry in center. And Hooper in right. Here is Salazar, and he pops it up foul behind home plate. Finley gives it a courtesy look.
I'm wondering if that's supposed to be a bump for a hit. It is one out, and both those kids aren't squared around.
We'll see here.
Yeah, I don't think Hector would be sacrificing here.
Hooper all the way in, and he pulls it back, and it's taken for a ball high. Grulon on at first. He's the courtesy runner. Villarreal on at second. Good speed. Pitches inside. From the right-handed hurler, Kyle Terry, who's run into a little bit of turbulation in this second inning.
Yeah, he needs to settle down, go right after the ninth hitter, 8th and 9th hitters.
Garcia in the on-deck circle, looking for redemption after his pop-out to start the game.
Yes, he is, and I'll tell you right now, and he's going to make him pay, especially if he walks him here.
What do you think Finley's coming out to tell him?
You just settle down. We need to go after this hitter right here.
Yeah, not a guy who can afford to hand a walk.
What we tell him is you don't tell him negative stuff like don't walk him, right? You just said let him hit, go right after this guy, just like that.
And he did.
Yeah,
he listened. He listens well.
Make this guy swing the bat. That's what we would say, especially in the 9-hole.
Yeah. Villarreal edges off a second. Grulon off a first. Ground ball to short to Spencer. Second to Kamasi for one. The relay to first is a throw over and into the stands. Grulon to score, and it's 2-1. The throwing error from Kamasi. And Torres had no chance on a tailor-made double play ball.
Yeah, he came up so late. I don't even know where he was at. He wasn't even in double play position.
Yeah.
With the lefty, oh man, I don't even understand where he was at there with the lefty up. He should have been more towards the bag.
Right.
And he's behind on the fastball. Wow. But there you go, Chad, that error.
So,
there you go.
A run in. And makes that error hurt. Western has cut the lead in half. How about it? And this is one of their top hitters in Norberic Garcia, the second baseman. Garcia batting .422 on the year. 25 runs driven in to lead the team, and that one gets off the glove of the catcher Finley, but nothing doing.
Yeah, he's got to come out big. A senior here, Norbert Garcia is a senior. 2 outs. You got to get a ball that you can drive in the gap somewhere to score that run. You're looking to hit the ball hard. This is your only goal right now, is hit the ball hard. And you have to be prepared and ready.
Salazar salivating to come home to try to tie this thing up.
Yes, he is.
2 errors by Castech in this game have led to Western's lead being cut in half. Little big head action down there. All right.
That's awesome.
Some cold heads out there.
Yeah.
I know that. Not just big. The leadoff man, Garcia, who popped out to left his first time up. Chance to tie this game with a base hit. The 1-2 from Terry, not yet. Off speed and outside. Detroit Western, who was busy last week, playing out of conference.
Yeah, they've been playing a lot out of conference with some big games. This past weekend, I believe they played Liggett.
That's right. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. Strands the runner, Salazar at second, but not before Detroit Western gets a run and cuts the lead in half. We go to the third in Detroit.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools. From Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena, each year more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Cass Tech, one of the top schools in this great state of Michigan, out of the blue division of the PSL, 2,395 students. Last 8 years been pretty good. Division title, regional title. Notable alums, of course, Andre Bell, Callaway, Damian Ellison, Carmen Franzone. The list goes on. Fouled back. Welcome back to Comerica Park. He's Jay Alexander. My name is Chad Bush. 2-1. Cass Tech is on top, and the technicians will start it with their cleanup hitter, Chris Hooper. Thanks again to those watching on the chat. Desiree Wolf is in the house. The Diaz family watching from Florida. Big brother. Big brother is watching from Florida. What's up, Diaz family? They got to be proud of Justin. He'll bat this next inning. Hit by pitch. Hooper is hit. And on base for the second time in this game. He walked his first time up. So that'll bring up Torres, who has a hit in this game. Torres had that RBI single. Pops it up left side, foul territory. They won't get to this one. It's off the net. Good chase, though, by the third baseman, Contreras. There's Seth Palmenter, who says, I'm going to sneak a souvenir back to Mount Pleasant. Nobody will ever find me. What's up, Seth? He says, this is how you throw a changeup. Attaboy. And he'll probably just blame it on his twin brother if he ever did get caught. That's what I would do.
Absolutely.
If I had a twin.
100%.
Just say it's your brother. No big deal. Good hands by Seth. He's a Chippewa. Fire up. Pitch is inside, strike called, inside corner rather. Damian Ybarra. Logan Vamos said so. Here's another look.
Yeah, and this is where he's good at, man, that inside part of the plate. He can just demand that zone because that arm and balls run back. That was a better pitch, actually.
Tried it again.
He's got that run, man. He used that to his advantage.
It's a sharp swing back. Hooper on at first. Goose does have good speed. That one's ripped to right. That's down the line. That's trouble. Torres looking for extra bases. Rounding third is Hooper. The throw will come to third. And the run scores! Safe at third. It's a triple for Torres. And the technicians take a 3-1 lead.
Talk about missing a spot right there. That ball was supposed to be up. Catcher called for it up, and he threw it right down in the middle of his wheelhouse. And I told you, a big boy can swing it if you get in his house. And you came in his house, knocked on his door, and he let you know he ain't happy about that.
Oh, man. A no doubter in the corner, and Torres with a little bit of wheels to keep going.
Yeah, but it's the little things, Chad, we talk about constantly. It's the hit by pitch, to get the guy on the bag. You can't defense that.
Right.
It's lead off hit by pitch, man. And you're struggling, you got to go right after hitters and hit them. And then now you miss your spot. Just the little things. I mean, he dominated that at bat early, and then he missed a spot. There you go.
Here's Jelani Jabri, who swings and misses. He walked his first time up. So 2 of the 3 RBIs in this game are off the bat of Juan Torres. Swing and a miss. It's a big, big run out there. Nobody out. You have yet to see anybody use the bunt on this surface.
Yeah.
It could be your friend if
could
the
be.
Offense. And Jabri's out on strikes.
And that's what he did. He's very dominant at times, and that's what he needs to be. And that's the person I'm used to seeing with Ybarra. So it's a little disappointing to see him missing his spots, but he's battling, and that's what you got to do. You got to figure it out.
So here's Emmett Mitchell, the third baseman, with a chance to drive in a run and blow up the message board.
Yes. You want to get as many runs as you can early against this Western team.
Pitch is low, gets away. Torres says, I'm coming home, and he is safe. The throwback to Ybarra was not in time from Lopez, and Torres starting to show off his legs, his wheels, and he's aggressive. And he's given this Castech team a 4-1 lead, Jay.
And that's aggressiveness, right? These kids want to win. They're like, we're sick of being number 2 to Western, and we're coming after this like it's our game. And because that was not a conventional play right there.
No,
especially for your first baseman, you ain't trying to send him there. But great job, good read, outstanding read by that young man. Great job by Mr. Torres.
So Mitchell still battling, not an RBI opportunity here, but still a chance to keep it rolling for the technicians who have come out and are in the midst of a upset alert.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But this is just not a good Ybarra. I haven't seen him like this before, ever. And so even though he struggled at times before, he come right away and just dominate. So this is the second time they've had a guy up, and he just don't have it today.
It's a walk, goes all the way back to the backstop, and there is activity. There is activity in that Western bullpen, and I think they may make a move, and they sense probably what you sense, and Ybarra just doesn't have it today.
Because they got some arms.
Emmett Mitchell's having fun.
Yeah, he is.
I wonder if he learned those dance moves from his aunties.
I'm sure he did.
On that chat. All right.
You're going to break down in the hustle in a minute.
Look at that, umps. Taking notes.
He in his own world. Look at him.
Sure.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Oh, man.
Shout out to my main man, Ian Land, at second base, former minor league umpire. And former minor league umpire, and college umpire now, and one of our youngest signers. So excited to have him and Mr. Thomas Burrell signing our young umpires and getting more umpires involved in our game, and trying to help grow the game. So I'm excited to have those guys. They're doing a great job, second year, and and now he's out here helping out.
Ran into him in the elevator. It was a nice man. Said to say hello to you.
Absolutely.
So this is Zion Finley.
There he is.
Zion Finley. He's an assigner. Now, what does an assigner mean?
He assigned all our umpires to all of our games.
Okay, in the PSL.
In the PSL. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How'd he do?
He did outstanding.
Yeah. Is he back for another year?
Yes.
All right.
But he and Thomas, they share the wealth, and definitely they'll be back.
He was a nice man. We had a good chat on the way down in the elevator.
and they're trying to do a lot more to get more more involvement with umpires in our game.
Good. So this is Zion Finley. He walked and stole a base his last time up. Runner at first is Mitchell.
And he had a good at bat too when he walked. So,
Yep.
you know, he's up there looking to, you know, really try to do something special. And he just doesn't have it, man. Hopefully they can make a change here before it costs them any more.
Western is without one of their top players, Walter Fahul.
Man, that's a big blow for them too.
Yeah, their starting center fielder. They do hope to have him back before the state playoffs, but he's their emotional leader, Jay.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not only missed on the field, but in games like this where you trail and when guys got to step up.
Absolutely. And
popped up, fouling out of play.
And he could swing it too. And like you say, he's an emotional leader, and these guys rally around him, man. And he's a huge miss for them. So hopefully he can get back and be healthy and be competitive right away. You know, a lot of times it takes you a little bit to get back into the flow of the game.
Struck him out. Good bounce back for Ybarra. So Finley is out. And there you see it. The nasty bite of that breaking ball, Jay.
But that just tells you, like, he doesn't have his stuff today, but he still got 6 strikeouts, man. Yeah. That's a guy who's really doing whatever he can to try to get outs. Because he just does not have it today. His fastball is leaking. His arm is dragging. He's just not there. So there's no consistency in his wind up and delivery.
What do you tell a guy when you want to ride him out? You know he doesn't have it. What do you tell him when you go out there? Like what to do?
I just tell him to settle down and just let him hit it. Right? If you walk him, we can't do anything. If you let him hit it, you know, pitch to the middle ends of the plate. Don't pitch to the corners now. Let's pitch to the middle ends of it, right? But just not down the heart. And let's just try to get through it because, you know, obviously they're trying to use them up a little bit. Just try to save some arms. So probably got some more games coming up. But again, you can't put yourself in a hole either. So now we got to get somebody in there that's going to have it. But again, he's still battling, Chad. 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, not bad at all for not having it. This one's popped up. It is playable, perhaps. Lopez, the catcher, couldn't find it. And bounces behind him. If they do want to make a move, Johan Villarreal is one of the options they would go to typically, or Daniel Crosby. Both have been very good this year and some of their biggest wins this year. And there have been big wins for Western. How about Dakota, who they beat twice? Brother Rice and Heartland.
Yeah.
I mean, big wins.
Big wins.
Crosby and Villarreal, the relievers, a big part of those wins.
And Madawan was a pretty big win, too.
Absolutely. It sure was. Strike called. Another team that's been regularly in the top 10 to 15 all season long out of the west side of the state. So this is the leadoff man, Kumasi. I'm sorry, this is Madison. And he pops it up foul again and just out of play this time. Into that new Tigers club.
That's right.
Championship club.
That's heated and air-conditioned seats.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
That's why we can't touch them.
That's why nobody get close. Look at it. I mean,
Yeah.
security won't let you even sniff it.
And then they've dug the tunnel underneath, so that's where they're going to have their food. But right now, they're going to the porch to get their food now. But it should be ready in June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Wonder if we can get an invite
I
somewhere.
know, right?
Talk to Matt Williams.
I will.
Swing and a miss, inning over, but not before the technicians put up 2 more. And they take a 4-1 lead. Upset alert in Detroit. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Preps coverage of the PSL Blue Championship. First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning.
a full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Chad and Jay back with you from Detroit, Comerica Park. 4-1 now. Cass Tech has added 2 more on. Detroit Western, who's been ranked in this past week's poll, number 10. On the ropes a bit, but plenty of chicken left on the bone. And Kyle Terry is back out, taking his warm-up tosses in that soiled jersey, pants. It's a hard-working blue-collar hurler. So, here we go. And this is Justin Diaz, who's got some kin down in Florida tonight. Watching him on the prep. It's probably 25 degrees warmer where that family's at. No big deal. Slider taken for a ball. 55 degrees now in Comerica Park. As Diaz shoots one hard and high off the Dunham sign down the left field line. Terry ready. Diaz walked his first time up. Justin Diaz, 5'9", 175. Headed to Alma College. Skies it to center field, playable for Jabari. Called off by the left fielder, Madison, who makes the catch in shallow left field for out number 1. It's the kind of night where you get a little bit of coffee, and you might want a little bit of ice cream too. It's kind of that, you know, between 55 and 65, where you're welcome to have coffee and ice cream in the same inning, Jay.
Yes, you are.
It's okay to do that.
Absolutely.
And we're going to exercise our option.
We are. We're very good at doing that.
Misery loves company. I'm going to give you more ice cream.
You're pumping me up with chocolate ice cream. My mom would love you. God rest her soul.
Yes. Yes, yes.
I do want to give a big shout out to my main man, Brian Dubose, the former Tiger and former St. Mary's Catholic School alumni. His brother is one of the assistant coach, Julius Dubose, is down there for Cass. Yep.
Okay.
And his cousin is the alumni president, Leslie Andrews.
Ah, all right.
So they're keeping it real in the family.
Good.
So
what's up? Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
Doobie's down in Florida, getting kids drafted all the time, and he's got a big-time summer program. And when I was coaching at Eastern, he would send me kids. So.
Okay, well, he did well. He did right by you. He probably sent you Austin Wilson.
Yes, he did.
Struck out Crosby, and the fire down to first, and a big strikeout for Terry J. This one's huge on the big boy.
It is huge. It is huge. And this is what I'm talking about. It's the little things. We got to talk about it in the dugout. We got to talk about, hey, man, on 2 strikes, this guy's calling him outside. There's no, it's not something new, right?
Yeah.
We got to be swinging or fouling that pitch off.
Contreras fouls this one off. Contreras is headed to Davenport, a very strong Division II school out of the GLIAC.
Yeah.
A league we both played in and respect greatly.
Absolutely. They were ranked as high as 13 this year.
Wow.
Had about 7 or 8 arms in the 90s.
Man. I know they had some big battles with Wayne State,
Yes,
our alma mater.
Absolutely.
Didn't Wayne State have a walk-off against Davenport? Yeah. I think that's confirmed. Ground ball, first base side, scooped up by Torres, who's having a big night. Have a night, kid. Keeps
Yes,
it
he
rolling
is.
with a scoop and a tap of the bag with those brown long locks flapping in the cool Motor City wind. The Technicians by a 3-ball from downtown. Back with more on the prep after this.
Every morning when I rise, my dream lives in me. This is my kingdom, a wonder world that's always changing, where great champions stand victorious. Here, we celebrate what makes us different. We share our creativity, and we grow stronger, preparing for the world we will make together. I am.
I am one of Detroit's next legends. It's our time to rise.
That's Juan Carlos Sanchez in his 15th year, and it's no mistake that Western, this program, and the run they've been on has happened all under the tutelage of Sanchez. He's a Catholic Central guy. He's a Catholic leaguer, 1994, out of Breakfast Drive. And then he went on to UDM Mercy and started 3 years, starting catcher on the MCC Baseball Tournament Champions, now the Horizon League. But he's had this school on some kind of run, 17 city championships in the last 20. He's been a part of 15 in a row. He really likes cutting the outfield grass on his ride mower at Clark Park. He's got a great sense of humor, and he's tapping his head making a call, but he's one of the good ones. Juan Carlos Sanchez, been there since 2002, and what he's done for young men has just been amazing.
Yeah, man, he's great. You know, he's been around. He's been there, done that. You know, he played for really good coaches like Bob Booger Miller over at UD at UDM, and
what a nickname,
yeah,
Booger Miller.
I know. He was one of the original Whiz Kids.
Oh yeah,
for the Yankees.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the Phillies. Sorry. So he was a big timer.
I guess so. We've got a change at the pitcher position. Johan Valeriel, as promised, is the first reliever in this ball game. So they have lifted Damian Ybarra, who, as Jay mentioned, just didn't really have it today. That said, he gave up 3 hits only through 3 innings. But Juan Carlos Sanchez decides to go to the pen.
Absolutely. I think that's a good decision here. It's a magician, bro, right there. Look at that.
How about that play at third? The scoop and the play by Diaz to nab the speedy Kari Kumasi by a half step. And this is why Diaz is one of the best to do it in the PSL.
Dude, he's one of the best in the country. I'm just going to tell you right now, I call him the magician. I've seen this for a long time, and this whole entire infield, good luck. There's nothing getting through it.
Yeah.
I've seen these guys play against the top players in the country and solid defense.
No, it's a fine play. Diaz actually has moved now to shortstop. Or he's still at shortstop, my bad. The movements were at the pitching position. The DH, Johan Valeriel, is now in the game to pitch. So the two-hitter Kyle Terry, the pitcher, in line for the win, despite a lot of time left in this game, Jay. He's got a chance to start something here with one out in the fourth.
Yes, he does, and he's got a chance to really keep their good fortune moving forward.
Chopper up the middle, Garcia to his right, off balance throw.
Told you.
And another fine defensive play. And Norberic Garcia, the last to show off the leather.
Absolutely, here it is. And what I love about these guys is they attack the baseball. And that's what I teach, right? The ball is your prey. You haven't eaten in weeks. You got to go get it, right? You have to be possessed. Because you may only get one play a game. You got to make it count, man. You know?
You got big
Huge.
Crosby stretching over there at first.
Yeah.
There's a strike in the upper outside quadrant.
Absolutely.
This is Jordan Spencer.
Flew out to the left his last at bat and struck out. I tell you what, Chad, I don't know how long this coffee been here, but it's got legs.
It's got a long
I think
time.
I think my hairs on my feet are standing up.
We better find that cream
I know.
quick. That's what I know. Maybe some sugar too.
That's it, man. Woo.
Yeah.
This kind of coffee, boy. Woo.
Uh-huh.
We need to open up our own store with this.
Oh.
Call it man enough to drink.
Yeah, this will put hair on your chest a little heavier. You're not lying. I think we'll all be better in the end for it. I hope. Certainly will be galvanized.
Yeah, absolutely.
That pitch is in the dirt.
Good approach, though, by Mr. Spencer. That ball right there, that's a tough curveball. That was tight spin, dropped at the last minute, and he made no attempt at it.
Yep. One of their best. And he looks at one just a bit too tall. Jordan Spencer.
See, as this continues to go on later in the innings, Cass is getting more and more confident, right? And so, and then Western, on the other hand, is getting more and more agitated. Like, I got to do this. We got to get this done. And rushing at bat, rushing the pitch, you know?
Yeah, totally. Inning over, a quick one. 1-2-3 for Western. They needed it. And coming in and shut the door is Valeriel. We go to the bottom half. 3-run lead. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
That's the bench boss in his 8th year, Melvin Jackson. And he's had a good run of it. Look at Melvin, looking good over there. Had a good chat with him, saw him this winter, basketball, sports all the teams. He's a good one. Out of Rosemont, the Rosedale Grandmont League, a graduate of Cooley High. 18 years he spent there and previously stopped at Pershing. And he's proud of this team and this program. And he should be. Right now they got a 3-run lead in the 4th inning against the 15-time city champion. 17-time city champion, 15 in a row, Jay.
Yeah.
What a run. Is this one of the longest runs you've seen in the PSL for primary sports?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Longest by far. And wow, that's all you could say to maintain that run. But I'm telling you, Cass Tech is up for the challenge. They felt that they should have got it last year, and they felt they got cheated because, you know, we got called to weather and they went to another day, and we had to go somewhere else, but they were ready.
That's right. We did a 2-day step there.
Yes, we did.
Emilio Zuniga against Terry, who's kind of been cruising until now. He walks the leadoff man, Zuniga, and that'll bring up Damian Ybarra.
That's exactly what you don't want to do right now.
It's his third walk today.
But if anybody can handle it right now, Mr. Terry can. He's been dominant of the strike zone, been mixing it up, low, slow, fast, you know, up, down. So he's been, you know, very good in the strike zone.
Double play depth up the middle for Kumasi and Spencer. Shallow in the outfield. And that pitch is inside to Ybarra.
Terry needed that one.
Yeah. Trying to will his way. Fouled straight back.
What Terry's doing is impressive because he's getting them to chase balls out of the zone. And just really, and just really calm, you know, not upper 80s, getting them to chase balls out of the zone. And that's absolutely incredible.
He's had a plan, you can tell, and he's executed it very well. Zuniga slides back to first. Pitch is low. Good job by the catcher, Finley, to stay in front of it.
Almost got him to chase, too.
There he did. Fouled back. Zuniga on the year, 3 stolen bases. The biggest threat to run is Garcia. He has 21 on the year. They won't have to worry about Zuniga for another handful of batters. Ybarra. Off the glove, might have crossed Finley up. Ybarra batting .208 on the year. 7 runs driven in.
You want to steal some momentum here, send them. 3-2, no outs, tough. Strike them out, throw them out, but I like my chances.
Not running, driven to center. Playable for Jabari, and he'll make the catch in center field. He was playing shallow, and he records the out. Out number 1.
Western is just not getting good swings.
Yeah.
And I said that earlier because I thought maybe they couldn't see, but I'm just going to say, Terry's just carving them up, man.
Yeah.
He has just proven that, no, it's me. It's me, Mr. Alexander.
Exactly right. Big swing and a miss, keeping him off balance.
He is definitely pitching right now. This young man is doing something really impressive to one of the most high-powered offenses that I've seen in PSL in a long time.
Cass Tech 14-8 on the year. Not playing their best stretch of baseball right now coming into this. But again, they have played some tough teams, but back-to-back losses to Farmington. Lost to Allen Park and Lakeland. But it's coming together tonight, and just in time before they get to the districts and would face this same team again. Valeriel, the batter against Terry. inside corner strike called. That'll even the count at 2-2, and it'll bring the groans from the Cowboy fans.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That was in a little tight. It was up a little bit.
Yeah, batter moved away like it was.
He looked at him like, you got to call that a strike?
Terry says, I'll try that again.
Absolutely. He's pitching today, boy.
Really is. Zuniga at first with 1 out, full count.
Ooh, pulled a string.
Got him on the changeup. 2 outs. Terry, another terrific sequence.
He is pitching. That young man, he's pulling the string. He's confident. You can see it in his eyes. Look at that. Drop.
Beautiful pitch.
Woo.
Nasty. So, Valeriel is out. That'll bring up the catcher Lopez with a runner at first. 4-1. That one's driven to center, fairly deep. Back is Jabari, on it and got it. Inning over. They strand Zuniga, and we go to the 5th inning. The technicians, the talk of the town right now. It's all green guys.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Chad and Jay back with you on this chilly Monday, May evening in beautiful downtown Detroit. Comerica Park, home of the Detroit Tigers, the top team in Major League Baseball.
Yes, sir. Huh? How about that?
Unbelievable.
I got to tell you, a lot of cool things happen in high school sports, man. And one of the coolest things is that, Lakeland, White Lake Lakeland, with, Todd Miller is the AD and baseball coach. He does a trip where he comes down to Comerica, sets up a game with the families, and then they go over to Belle Isle and play Cass Tech.
Oh.
So they really,
cool.
They have it.
It is neat. There's a line shot to left field, and the catch is made. Oh, a sliding grab by Salazar in left field for the out. How about it? Johnny Salazar with a sizzler in left.
Yeah, never missed a beat. He came hard right away, and he was like, I will not be denied. That first one snuck in, but this one will not.
Oh, Johnny. Torres grounds one to second. Easily handled this time by Garcia. 2 up and 2 down quickly here in the Cass Tech 5th.
Yeah, that's what Western needs. They need some momentum swing right now. And they need to say, okay, let's go. Let's get back in. Get back to the dugout so we can go hit.
Yes, sir.
Now what Cass needs to do in here is to take a couple pitches. Make them throw some pitches, take a couple pitches. Don't give them a quick inning. You don't want that you don't want to lose that momentum swing.
Yep. Here's Jabari. Pitches just off the plate. Close.
Oh, man, he's called that a strike all day.
Jelani Jabari. Pitches just a bit low.
Yeah, that's a little bit low.
The Detroit Tigers right now are trailing the St. Louis Cardinals in St. Louis 1-0.
I feel bad for St. Louis. That's just going to make them mad, make the Tigers mad.
That's right. Fly ball center field is handled easily. And the side retired. So Marquez with a catch. And that's all. 1-2-3 inning. Can Western ride that wave of momentum to the 5th? Back with it after this.
First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Thanks for watching On the Prep on our YouTube page. If you'd like to subscribe, we would love that. We appreciate that. You can also follow us on our Instagram, our Facebook, X, TikTok, and you can be our sponsor or find a game that you'd like broadcasted, and we'd love to do that. info@theprepsports.com. We've also got some apparel, some swag, thanks to our partners at G Brand, also great partners of the PSL. And we've got our own page, gbrandusa.chipley.com. And we are ready for the bottom of the 5th. And look, it's 9 outs.
Yes,
9 outs left for Western. And the time is now for them if they're going to get to Mr. Terry.
Yes, it is. And what Salazar has to do here, he has to find a way to get on base. You're a 9-hole hitter. You got to do what you can. You got to scrap, claw, fight, pull, push, get on base for the big lineup coming up.
He does take here. 1-1 the count. It was 2 runs for Castech in the first, 2 runs in the third. Meanwhile, Western scored 1 run in between. There we sit, bottom of the 5th, 4-1. These two teams played earlier this year on the 29th of April, and Western won that game.
I'm giving him the absolute, without a shadow of a doubt, take sign.
Salazar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As in, if he does not listen to that, he's in trouble. He does take, and it's a low strike.
That's okay. Make him throw 2 strikes in a row.
Salazar batting .303 on the year. Johnny Salazar with that fine defensive catch, and he's tardy with a fastball here. Terry fools him again. Out on strikes and a nasty dipper.
Yes, it is. He is painting the corners. Just call him Picasso. That ain't his name. Ain't Terry. It's Picasso. He's just painting. Look at that.
Man,
hitting every spot. Confident. Doing his thing. Hitting his balance point. Love it. Staying in line. Good mechanics right there.
He
Good
is
job,
just.
young man.
I'm sorry, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
He has just thrown his 80th pitch of the game.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Garcia will foul it back, and that will get amongst our friends. And 2 young ladies were giggling and just got out of the way in time. Look at that. And all the jokes are funny until you get hit.
Amen.
These 2 girls were alert enough to get out of the way.
That's it. Let me tell you why that was a good pitch. Curveball started in on the hand up where he can see it. Tied him right up.
That tied up the catcher. That's a cross up there.
That was a good take by Garcia right there. That tells me he's still locked in.
2-1 count. That'll run it even at 2-2.
Now, if I'm Terry, I'm coming right back inside with that slider started right there on the corner of the inside part of the plate, breaking on the back of his foot. That's an easy swing and miss for anybody.
Lost it a little bit there. Full count now with 1 out, nobody on.
Unfortunately, let him back in the count here, so see what he can do.
Fouled
That's
at the
the one
plate.
he tried to do before that.
Yeah.
Garcia did a good job getting a piece of that.
Norbert Garcia.
His brother is a baseball player at Macomb Community College, left-handed pitcher.
Okay.
Doing well and looking to move on. I know Clary's looking at him, Mr. Mackey over there, and
I believe this guy is going to go to Macon Community College. Another MCC.
No, he's going to Macomb.
Oh, Macomb.
Yep.
Okay, Macomb. My bad.
Yeah, I think that's a misprint from Juan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate that.
He's going to Macomb. He's from Puerto Rico. His dad was a really good baseball player back in the hometown.
Okay.
He owns his own business, doing big things out there in Puerto Rico, and
nice.
Just a real fine family.
Awesome. So, with Garcia on at first, this is Diaz. We told you about Garcia's speed. It's really good. 21 steals on the year. You can almost put him at second, but his run doesn't mean a ton right now, Jay. No need to really run him.
No.
Unless you want to stay out of a...
Absolutely. Or in a runner's count and you got something on the pitcher, what we did was we had cadences so we knew when it was going. If he didn't mix up his looks, if he was consistent, we still out the pitcher, like I said all the time.
Yeah. Justin Diaz, who's been on base once tonight, looks at a dart inside. Perhaps a statement pitch by Terry to say, get off that plate so I can get you on the other side of it.
Yeah. 2-0, though. I wouldn't be surprised if he throws him a slider. Yep.
He did, and he fooled him. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Yeah. Because Justin is aggressive, and, people know that. And Terry's been in command of his pitches, so why not throw a 2-0 slider? Because he's looking dead red.
Nicholas Wallace, the first base umpire, made that call. That one is swung on and drilled. Center field fairly deep, but catchable and playable for the center fielder, Jabari. So now there's 2 outs. Back to first base goes Diaz, and that'll leave it up to the big first baseman, Daniel Crosby. Good swing here.
Nope, he got in on. He pulled out. That's one of the things that Justin and I talked about a lot of times is, you're pulling your front side through this way and you're dragging your hands. Man, got to stay connected.
Throw back to first, and they got him picked off. Oh, Diaz in trouble. The throwback, and he is out at second base. Norbert Garcia picked off on the move by the pitcher, Kyle Terry. Oh, boy. Look at this. Another look here, Jay. Textbook by Torres to run him back, and then the tag. And that's that.
Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, We want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
On we go to the 6th inning in Detroit for the PSL Championship. We are the Prep, proud to bring you coverage on this broadcast on this Monday night. Ground ball sharply to third. Throw to first is in time. Emmett Mitchell is out. And that'll bring up Zion Finley, the catcher. Sharp grounder here, though. Good fielding chance and good play, Jay, by Contreras.
Yeah, absolutely. I told you, but his defense is stingy.
It's been very good.
Yeah. There's not a play that hasn't been made in this infield.
No.
Except for the first baseman, but
yeah,
that's one of those hot shot, tricky plays, tough play, good, bad spin, just.
Yep. So this will bring up Finley,
who's walked and struck out and stolen base on the day.
Yeah, they'd like to try to get another run for sure. Nothing feels secure against Detroit Western, a team that can bop the baseball with the best of them. Despite not getting on track yet tonight, they've got the ability, Jay, and this game's far from over with just
absolutely.
6 outs to work.
Yes, sir. That means they still got a chance if they got 6 outs.
You've gone out and you played some of the best, and you've competed against much of the best. You've trailed, been through the ringers. And Carlos Sanchez with some housekeeping over there. Looking for some marks. Strike 3 called. Johan Valeriel with a K.
Wow.
And a backwards one at that as Zion Finley. And he can't believe it.
He's even laughing. He hit his spot. You're going to give it to him. Take it.
Yep. Good frame job, too, by the catcher Lopez. Strike called here. This is Devon Madison, who's had a hit tonight. 4-1 Cass Tech, trying to get 15th win of the year.
Smart. He's just sticking outside now. After getting that call, I would too.
Valeriel says, I can live out there too.
Amen.
No worries. Valeriel this year has thrown 35 innings now, with a 3.82 ERA, 2-2 on the year.
Yeah, he's been a guy that eat up innings for them this year, and quality innings too. So
33 strikeouts against 20 walks. Oohs and ahs from the crowd there. Got him on strike. So Valeriel's been sharp. Quick inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Time running out for Detroit Western. The boys from Southwest Detroit with another roar in them, perhaps. Don't go anywhere.
Every morning when I rise, my dream lives in me. This is my kingdom, a wonder world that's always changing, where great champions stand victorious. Here, We celebrate what makes us different. We share our creativity. And we grow stronger. Preparing for the world we will make together.
I am.
I am.
I am one of Detroit's next legends. It's our time to rise.
Chad Bush and Jay Alexander back with you. 4-1 Cass Tech on top of Detroit Western. Western Jay with a 15-year win streak in the PSL title.
Yeah.
Right now, they're behind. What are they going to have to do? They've got the meat of their order up now. What's their approach this time through the order with 6 outs remaining?
Yeah, their approach has got to be patience, right? He's a strike thrower, but he also makes you chase pitches. Your job is to get on base and be patient. You're not swinging at anything unless it's something that you can drive, something up in the zone, and make him come to you, right? That's it. That's the bottom line.
So Terry has gone all the way, and he's been fabulous for Cass Tech in this game. Daniel Crosby, big 6'5", 210, and he drills one to left field. Playable. And hauled in by the left fielder for Cass Tech, Madison. How about that? A loud out, number 1.
Yeah, that was a loud out indeed. And I want to tell you, he didn't get all of that either. So, and they're playing him back there as well. So that's been the furthest ball hit today. And he just didn't get it. He got under it a little bit.
So that'll bring up Contreras.
But it's an out, no doubt, right? So Terry is still commanding the zone, and Contreras has got to take the same approach. I'm not swinging at anything unless it's something I can hit in the seats.
The senior switch hitter, 5'11", 185, batting left against the right-hander Terry. Committed to the Panthers of Davenport in beautiful Grand Rapids.
Yeah, play for Coach Tidy.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. So you can't chase there. He's getting a little anxious. You know, got to be patient late in the innings.
329 hitter.
But they're pressing a little bit too, right?
Yep, that's right.
Because they're the king of the hill. You know, now we got to do something.
Just one hit today.
That's unbelievable.
Story has been the pitching of Kyle Terry.
Yes, sir.
Fabulous.
Hats off to that man. He's been painting. Like I said, calling Picasso. His name is not Terry. Every time I see him, I'm going to say, how you doing, Mr. P?
You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Give this man a canvas and watch him go.
And just his demeanor on the mound.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the demeanor that you want to teach all kids to have playing this game. Act like you've been there before. You know, nothing phases you. You're not bothered by a strike call. You're not bothered by a strikeout. Yet you struck somebody out. Just business as usual.
Contreras grounds it up the middle. Charged by the shortstop. Throw to first and got him. Fine play by Spencer to nab the speedy Contreras for out number 2 here in the 6th.
Yeah, and what I liked about that a lot is that he charged the ball from the get-go. And this is important, telling young infielders, you come get the ball, and these guys are creating their own hops, man. They're playing defense like you're supposed to play on both sides of the ball, and I absolutely love it.
That one's fouled back, and lid loss to the home plate umpire, Logan Vamos. And now Vamos says, come on back to Zuniga. And now Juan Carlos Sanchez wants to talk it over. And what's going on here? So he's out. So 2 are out. And that's a warning. That's a warning on Juan Carlos Sanchez as well. Here's another look at what happened. Ooh, it got the umpire in the face mask.
Yeah, really good.
And he called it a strike.
No, he didn't. Did he?
Yeah, I believe.
What?
Hit by pitch. So, all right.
Getting heated.
It is. Hit by pitch. And Terry with no activity in that Cass Tech bullpen on his 98th pitch.
Now, I guarantee Melvin is riding him out. Melvin ain't even thinking about putting nobody else in. Unless his arm leaves his shoulder.
So Zuniga's on base for the second time tonight. And Terry tries to find it. He's got a 3-run lead with 2 outs. And trying to inch his way to the finish line against Ybarra.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of controlling the running game too. You know, he's quick. He's quick pitching and he's slow, but he's still quick to the plate. Right. The opposite of was it Salazar? Not Salazar, but the opposite of the other guy at AOA, the lefty. Forget his name already. But yeah, he was long to the plate, and they were stealing off him on third, first, second, whatever.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But Terry's hard to read right now. I love it.
Zuniga at first. The pitch is just too tall to Ybarra, who started this game on the mound. Just 1 hit for Detroit Western in this game.
Wow. You keep saying it, and I can't believe it. This offense beat high-powered, pitching. It's a testament to Terry.
Yeah.
Huge testament. Never anticipated this.
He is in jeopardy of putting the tie run at the plate.
Yeah.
We'll see what he gets on 3-1. It's too tall. And now there's going to be a meeting at the mound, and we'll see what's discussed. It'll bring up Johan Valeriel, the DH, and the current pitcher for Western.
Yeah, to Terry's advantage, though, it's the bottom of the lineup, right? You just got to really come in here and, yeah, it looked like he's getting another arm. You got to really come in here and just really command the strike zone.
It looks like that's it, and that's all. And the move is to number 8, Jordan Spencer. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll tell you all about Jordan Spencer when we come back. 4-1 in the 6th with 2 outs. Back with more on the prep right after this.
Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
So the technicians have gone to the bullpen, and they will bring in their shortstop, Jordan Spencer. So Jordan Spencer on, and a big responsibility for Spencer as he will face this Detroit Western lineup, and this will be the pitcher, Johan Valeriel. And the pitcher, Kyle Terry, will move to shortstop, so that's an easy, quick exchange. Pitch is a slider, and it's a strike, and a nasty one.
Yeah, a little tight slider. Stayed on the outside part of the plate. It's a tough pitch to hit right there, Chad.
Spencer, a good student as well. 3.5 GPA. Ground ball to second. Scooped up, bobbled, and the throw to first is not in time, but two runners are converging at third, and Cass Tech is going to get Western on a base running blunder. Out is Damian Ybarra, who had gone all the way to third base, but Zuniga stayed at third.
Wow, Chad, that's something right there that it is just not going their way. They're not playing like the 10th rate team in the state right now.
No, sir.
That was a gift for them, too.
Kumasi threw it too tall. Spencer, the pitcher, caught it, composed himself, and threw it back to Terry for the out. And the boo-boo by Western is just run him out of another inning.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
So it's the top of the lineup for the technicians. In Kumasi, Terry, and Spencer due up for the boys from the Avenue boys.
Yes, sir.
The green guys.
That's right.
They're on top 4-1 right now. Western trying to shut it down with Johan Valeriel on the bump. And he's quickly ahead of Kumasi.
Yeah.
Who has struggled in that leadoff spot tonight.
Yes, he has. And if I'm coach, I'm telling him you take until you get a strike here, especially the way you've been swinging today. No doubt he's a good leadoff hitter most of the time, but you just don't have it today, so you got to do some other things.
Yep. 2-1. And a strike. Did he go? No, he did not. Boy, that was close to being a called strike.
That was. He's been calling that outside all day, too.
3-1 to Kumasi. And that one is lined to right, but right at the right fielder on a line. A tough one to grab, but Zuniga was there.
Yes, he was.
And he made the play.
Yeah, and so here's the thing that these guys got to really think about doing. Like, as a leadoff hitter, you got to get on, right? You got to see the field. Third baseman is way back. Why not bump for a hit here and just try to get yourself on base? But a lot of this lost arc of bunting, man, you know, kids are just not. It's kind of like the three-point shooter.
Yep.
Right now is we're focused on the three-point shot. In baseball, let's just let's hit the 3-1 home run when ain't nobody on base.
That's right. Yeah. Kyle Terry, who is in line to perhaps be our G of the game. He's reached on an error. He scored a run. And here he is. Sharply through the hole at first base. Past the diving attempt of Crosby into right field. And he makes a stronger case. Kyle Terry with a base hit with 1 out in the 7th.
Yeah, he's really feeling it right now. I can't tell you how much he's feeling it. He's good swings, good pitching, good defense. He's the man right now.
Just a real good feel for this game. And that'll bring up Spencer, who's been a great hitter as well this season.
Yeah, you could just tell the confidence that's ensuing on Cass Tech right now, man. You know, the bats, the approach, the body language. It's a lot different from Western right now. Everything's rushed. Let's hurry up and get it. Let's hurry up and do this. You know, it's you can really tell.
This young man is committed to Tuskegee University, fine Division II school.
Mm-hmm.
Scholarship guy. Kyle Terry can run. And
Yes,
he
he
could be
can.
running here. Not now. And Spencer twists away. Spencer hit a grand slam in the semifinal in his previous game to get here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ground ball to third, scooped up, forced at second for 1. That's all they'll get. But a fine defensive play there, showing off the range of Contreras and the savvy of Garcia to get to the bag. They get the lead runner. There's 2 outs, and that'll leave things up to the cleanup hitter, Chris Hooper. Here's another look at the force out.
Yes, sir. And I think JC lost it for a minute. Oh, no, he was right there all the way. Okay. I mean, he just must have bobbled it. I thought he lost for a minute, thinking he was going to go to first, but he just bobbled it.
Yep. So Hooper is the batter. Flew out to left field his last time up, but he's been on base twice via the walk and the hit by pitch. Terry represents that 4-run lead, which would feel much better for Melvin Jackson and the technicians. Foul back. Johan Valerio's been very good since he came on in relief.
Yes, he has. He's pounded the zone. He's keeping the ball down. He's changing up his pitches a lot and throwing strikes.
Here comes his 46th pitch. It's popped foul out of play. Over the net. Cass Tech dugout. Starting to feel the moment. And that's a hit by pitch. Torres will see another at bat. And that's an important guy for Cass Tech to see get up there. He's had the sharpest stick of the night.
Yes, it is. And that's a tough hit by pitch right there, because now you just put a kid in scoring position.
Torres, 2 RBIs in this game, has a single and a triple. And he looks at a pitch on the outside part of the plate that Torres politely nods yes. Down at third base is Malik Jackson, third base coach. And the son of the head coach, Melvin Jackson, in his 8th year. There's a ground ball right side under Crosby and under the glove of Garcia. Spencer rounds third. He scores. Hooper holds it third. Torres has his 3rd RBI of the day. And it's 5-1 Cass Tech.
Yep, right there, Chad. That's the one that you didn't want to score. Right there. That's going to be tough for Western to overcome there. That's the one you want. Crosby went too far out of his range. Garcia was looking at the runner. Tough play for Garcia to make either way because the pitcher is going to be a tough play there.
3 for 4 for Garcia. Ground ball to third. Fine play by Contreras. Throw to first. Safe. Off the bag was Crosby. Into score comes Hooper. It's 6-1 Cass Tech. And we'll see how they score it. But this is a play that Contreras thought was made, and Crosby thought his foot was on the bag. We'll get another look, Jay, but the wheels are falling off, and Juan Carlos Sanchez wants an explanation. He is off. Yeah. Crosby was off the bag. He did catch it cleanly. And rule number 1, Jay, is you got to find that bag.
Yes, you do. I think it just pulled him off. So I think he just pulled him off a little bit because his stretch. I think he might have thought that his cleat was on it, but that's a tough call to make.
Meanwhile, Juan Carlos Sanchez has come out and protested the call.
Yeah, he did, and he was saying that was. I think he was saying that was 2.
Yeah.
Definitely the
letting
wrong
him know.
guy.
He indeed is safe, and replay confirms that's the right call.
Yeah, it looked like he was off there, Chad. So
off the whole way.
Oh, but you know what? It's hard to tell right there because he might have had a cleat. So that's a real tough.
Yeah. 2 runs are in. It's been all 2s for Cass Tech. 2 in the first, 2 in the third, and now 2 in the 7th. And they're trying to do more damage. Here's Emmett Mitchell, the third baseman. Well, there's no mistake about it. This would be an upset.
Yes, it would be in every sense of the word.
Swing and a miss. Inning over, but damage done. 2 runners stranded, but Torres continues to be on a terror. Another RBI single, another run in. And the technicians just might be doing something real special soon.
Yes, they.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. So they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
The shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores.
Closing time for Cass Tech. Western with something to say about it. They're down 5 runs. Alessandro Lopez, the number 8 hitter, will lead things off, and he will face Jordan Spencer, the Tuskegee commit, who has come on in relief of the fabulous start by Kyle Terry. And there's a pitch over for a strike. It'll be Alessandro Lopez, Johnny Salazar, and Noberic Garcia due up for Detroit Western, who's trying to keep their 15-game win streak in this PSL title going.
Yeah, they just have to be patient here, and you got to make them throw strikes, period.
2 strikes here for Spencer.
You're looking for something you can drive, and now you got to fight. Choke up, spread out, put the ball in play.
The 2-2 to Lopez is low, and his catcher Finley says, all right, relax. Go at him. Timeout for a tie job on those Nikes.
Little double knot there.
Yeah.
Trying to stall a little bit.
Uh-huh. We're going to do 2 knots now.
That's it.
A little extra luck. Full count pitch. Popped him up foul. It is in fair territory, now foul territory. And just off the hands of a fan who will grab that one, look around, and yeah. Hey, I got a souvenir.
He's like, I'm keeping this one.
Why not?
Compliments to Jay Alexander.
That's right. You're a giving guy. That one is wide of the bag, and the third baseman, Emmett Mitchell. How much do those baseballs cost nowadays?
$65 a dozen. $65, $70 a dozen.
Okay. They're getting
Football
up
and
there.
basketball cost $65, $68 a piece.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is nuts. Got to pay to play these days, I guess. Alessandro Lopez, the catcher, awaits the pitch, and it's popped up. Right side, playable for the second baseman, Kumasi. And he gives way and gives it up to Hooper for the catch. Hooper says, I got that. That's my ball. Took charge, and there's one out. How about this? Hooper stole his
Came
ball.
all the way from right field.
Kumasi says, all right.
I know.
You wanted that bad, take it.
That's right. He was like, I'm an outfielder. I got priority.
Which is true.
This is true.
May not be something infielders like you enjoyed as much, but hey, look.
But I'd have made my presence known. It's my ball.
There you go. That's true. Mine.
Not a fighting the arms back the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, okay. Well, then that's a different story.
That's it.
Somebody takes charge enough, they got it.
That's right.
There's a shot from Salazar that wakes up this Western bench. And look, this is quite a run they've had. Got 2 outs to work with. Spencer trying to close it out. Swing and a foul. Just got enough, did Salazar.
Yes, and the umpire's taking a beating back there, man.
Yes.
Hopefully he's all right.
He has.
The weird thing is I don't think we checked him for when he got hit in the head that one time.
Well, no wonder the guys missed the zone. No, I'm just kidding. Picks up one of those $12 baseballs and puts it in each pocket.
That's right.
Johnny Salazar, the left fielder who made a fabulous play earlier. Watches one outside the zone. 2-2. On this chilly, manic Monday in Detroit. Championship Monday. Already a championship for Detroit Osborne, who unseated the 2-time straight champion. Strike 3 called. Out on strikes. Johnny Salazar. And that'll leave things up to Norberic Garcia. that one, yeah, might have been a little high, but borderline pitch. Not going to get on the guy for that one. So Garcia, the final hope for Detroit Western, who's been stymied by Cass Tech pitching tonight. It was Kyle Terry that went the first 5 2/3 in this game, and it's been Jordan Spencer that's come out to close the door. Outside corner just missed. The final hope for Detroit Western is Norberic Garcia. What a year for Garcia. Headed to Macomb Community College. Three and 1 the count. Western just trying to get it to the middle of that order. And a strike call. Full count. And the Cass bench really getting hyped. Feeling it. Spencer off the bump, back on it to face Garcia. Popped him up, should be the ball game. Right field, Hooper says he's got it, and he does. And Cass Tech wins the city title in 2025. They knock off Detroit Western 6-1, and they stop the Cowboys' 15-year win streak of being the tops in the PSL. An ace by Kyle Terry, a guy who scored the game's first run, and a hot bat by Juan Torres, who has 3 hits and 3 RBIs in this game, and the closeout job by Jordan Spencer, and the technicians pull the upset tonight in Comerica Park. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have our G of the game. Jay Alexander making his way down on the field. Some tough choices. We'll pause. We're back to Comerica Park in a moment. Cass Tech wins it 6-1. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
The celebration has begun in Detroit for Cass Tech. City champs. And the celebration carrying on. Their faithful, the Avenue Boys, feeling good right now in Comerica Park. Jay Alexander standing by. And there you see the fans. There you see their athletic director, Steve Hall. Want to thank Tanya Woodard as well, co-athletic director. There you see Jay Alexander with our G of the game, Kyle Terry. And a Gatorade bath in front of him. How about Kyle Terry? 7 Ks, the winning pitcher, 1 hit, 1 run. And our G of the game. Deservedly so. Hoisting that trophy. Cass Tech wins it 6-1. They couldn't have done it without Torres. 3 for 4 in the ball game. It was a tough choice for G of the game. 3 RBIs. And there were others. Good defense. Hooper. And Jordan Spencer coming on and closing the door for an inning and 2/3. Let's go to some of the highlights in this one. Terry scored that game's first run, took off, went all the way around from second base. And then Torres got things going. Oh, yeah, dancing at first. And then the force play, the turn, and this would lead to the run. It was an unearned run that Terry gave up. And that was it. But things settled down. There's the Torres triple that drove in a run. Chris Hooper scored. Torres celebrated. That hair was a flopping. And another base hit here. Seeing eye, when things are going right, they're going right. Cass Tech would add another run. Spencer would score. Spencer would close it out. Fly ball, and Hooper would handle it, taking charge all night. The Technicians are the champions of the city of Detroit in baseball once again. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and put this baby to bed from Detroit. Thanks for watching the Preps coverage of the PSL Blue Championship. It belongs to the Technicians. Back with the final thoughts right after this.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Want to thank all the folks for making this broadcast possible, starting with Jay Alexander, Executive Director of Athletics for the PSL, and all the hardworking folks. This one's a final 6-1. Cass Tech knocks off Detroit Western. Special thanks to Juan Carlos Sanchez for his time. And we also thank Cass Tech for their time. Tanya Woodard and Melvin Jackson as well. Cass Tech stops the Detroit Western 15-year city title streak. They will meet again. They will meet again in the districts coming up in the final day of the month of May. Stay tuned to that one. That'll be at Detroit Western. They'll be out for blood. But tonight, it's about the Green Guys getting right and winning this game 6-1 behind the performance of a lifetime from Kyle Terry, shutting down this potent Detroit Western lineup, and the terror of Torres. 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and the Spencer closeout in this contest. I want to thank Alex Westfall, your executive producer. I want to thank Evan Westfall on replay, Rob Hunter on graphics, Mike Batchis on audio. We got Seth Parliamenter on camera, Kyle Buchanan on camera, and Brad the Boss Ross on camera one as well. For my partner, Jay Alexander, my name's Chad Bush, saying so long from Detroit and Comerica Park. 6-1, Cass Tech is the champions of the city of Detroit.